Okay, so just preparing the live stream. I'll just also wait for some people to join on Instagram. Let's have some water, take some deep breaths. Okay, Christine has joined. Okay, fabulous. So we are now streaming live on YouTube. So hello to everyone on YouTube. Hello to everyone who is here live on the Zoom with me and also live on Instagram. So I think I've nailed the technology. So I'll just wait another couple of moments to see who else wants to join. If anyone else is joining live, if you're watching this on Instagram live, or you're watching this on YouTube live and you'd like to hop on the Zoom, let me know and you can hop over on the Zoom, have the chance to ask me questions. You can obviously type any questions in the comments on Instagram and also on YouTube as well. So I'm just going to I think I've nailed the technology. So oh, I can hear myself now. Another couple of moments to see who else wants to join. If anyone else is joining live, right, let me just mute myself. Okay. That's why, it's because I've got my YouTube open. Okay, so I think we're live on YouTube. Let me just double check and then we will get started with the workshop today. And if you're watching on the replay and you're watching on Instagram or you're watching on YouTube, then pop a replay in the comments so I know that you're here and watching. Okay, let's just check. Yeah, but it says that I'm live and someone is watching on YouTube. So that's good. That's a good start. Okay, so hey Justine. Okay, Justine's joined on YouTube. We've got everyone coming in on different platforms. So let's make a start. Let me just check the volume and everything. Those of you who are watching on the various technologies, can you just let me know that you can hear me and see me okay? And then we will make a start. Those in Zoom, feel free to type in the chat box as well. Hi, Christine, can you hear me and see me okay? Yeah, Justine, you can hear me on Instagram. Yay, it's all happening today. So a big thank you to everyone who is here. Yeah, Christine can hear me on Zoom. Awesome. So a big thank you to everyone who is joining me here live and is joining me here on the replay and has right, just checking everything. Yeah, okay, we're good. And has come over to join me on different technologies. As you know, I've had some issues. Thank you, Mimi. I've had some issues with Facebook, and I'm actually leaving Facebook as of the 18th of April. So I'm sure if you're here, it means I've got your email address. It means we are connected on Instagram. It means you are subscribed to my YouTube channel. And another way that you can get in touch with me and to what's the word? Consume? I don't like the word consume. Take part with my free content is on the Authentically You podcast as well. So they're going to be the main platforms I'm going to be using at the moment. But make sure I've got your email address and we can stay in touch. So thank you so much. So the reason that I am doing today's workshop is because when we did Authentically You Live a few weeks ago with all of the challenges, and again thank you to everybody who supported me and supported each other through Facebook shutting me down halfway through that event. That wasn't ideal, but it really did show like the love and the support in the community, and it made me really sad to actually leave the community that is there on Facebook. But a lot of you have moved over, and I do feel that there are more energetically aligned ways for us to connect. So thank you everyone for being here, for watching on the replay, and for your support across that time as well. And one of the things that came up as a as a discussion point, I guess, in Authentically You Live was meditation and mindfulness. And this has been, both for me and a lot of my clients, this has been the absolute kind of base point from where they have developed, or we have developed spiritually from. So from a personal development level and a spiritual development level, getting the basics right around meditation and mindfulness can be absolutely mind-blowing. And I'm going to tell you why this is. So I'm going to start with a bit of science, and I can be a bit of a sciencey geek. So the reason this is because when we practice mindfulness, what we are doing is we are shutting down the fight or flight response, firstly. So a lot of the time our brains are in fight or flight mode. We like to look for threats in our environment, look for things that are wrong, look for things to fix. And when we practice mindfulness and meditation regularly, we're shutting down that fight or flight mode. So we're less likely to be affected by those things that cause us stress and anxiety. Then we start to grow other areas of the brain. And this is really exciting. And this is where, when I was in the corporate space, and people would ask me to do mindfulness workshops and do this for well-being, and I was kind of like badged as like the well-being lady, but what I shared is so much more than well-being. Like, we can actually change and impact so many things by using the tools within mindfulness, within meditation. And this is what we found as well by looking at the most high-performing organizations across the world. What they've got underpinning their practices is positive psychology and mindfulness practices. So when you really chip away at and understand and go to the root of why are these like real ethical, or say like, you know, the B Corps and the real like ethical organizations of the world, how are they performing so highly in such an ethical way? And it's because they've got these practices underneath. And what I've come to establish, and as you know, Authentically You Live was part of that process of me downloading this new information in 2022 and this new cosmic energy that had come through. And as part of that, it was this massive realization that we really need to blend the spirituality and the science, because if we're not, if we're going and we're developing spiritually, or we're using, you know, healing techniques and things, if we're not considering the human side of our spiritual development, we're doing ourselves and our clients a massive disservice. So I talk about this a bit like the tree. And as you know, I am the tree lady since I did my TEDx. I've got a tree top on under here as well. The tree really at the roots of what I do. And if we think of it like the tree, for us to develop spiritually and for us to be up, you know, in the other realms and connecting with spirit, connecting with our higher selves, a bit like the tree, we need to have our roots in place. We need to have the grounded human practices in place to enable us to be able to grow those tree branches. And this is what meditation and mindfulness is all about. So I did my own research on this, which I shared in my TEDx. And meditation was a huge part of the activities that the participants did in my experiment, which massively improved their well-being, improved their creativity, improved their productivity, and really enabled them to flourish. And they reported as well just feeling like so much happier and so much more aligned and so much more productive because of all of these things that we know make a difference because of the science behind this. So and I get asked a lot on podcast interviews and things, if you were to give one piece of advice for a well-being personal development technique, it would be meditation and mindfulness. And this is what I heard from you guys after the Authentically You event, during the Authentically You event, was, oh, I really want to meditate, but I just can't, or I can't find the time, or I haven't built the habit, I haven't built the practice. So that's why I wanted to put together this workshop for you to respond to that. So, and one thing I want to talk about, we're going to do some meditation today, which I just absolutely love, meditating online in a group, because it is transformational. You know, we are all across the world, and coming together in that way energetically is so powerful. And I was doing a heart-centered meditation with 4,000 other people in 2020. 4,000 people across the world had joined, and we were all doing a heart-centered meditation at the same time. And the Schumann resonance, which is the heartbeat of the planet, incredible research out there on the Schumann resonance, by the way, if you want to know more. The Schumann resonance actually spiked and peaked at the time that we were all doing the heart-centered meditation. So we don't know that for certain that was what happened, but it seems like a bit of a coincidence that that's what we were doing at the time. So, and research is coming out in the quantum field to show why this is, to show why doing meditations, and in particular being in our heart and kindfulness, and this is where we kind of meet in the middle of with the positive psychology techniques and with the kindfulness techniques. We meet in the middle, and we meet in this space of bringing this kindfulness, bringing this love energy and positive emotion, and bringing the mindfulness together. And this is very much at the roots of mindfulness. So let's go back to the roots of mindfulness a little bit. And I can see on the Zoom, Vicky's got her beautiful tree picture as well, as she's just joined. So that's amazing. That's very aligned. So the roots of mindfulness really sit within the Buddhist tradition. And it really is about non-judgmental awareness. And I want to talk about non-judgment because this is so key for those of you who've been saying to me, I can't meditate, I'm doing it wrong. This is where non-judgment is going to help you, okay? Because there is no wrong way to meditate. There's no wrong way to practice mindfulness. It is simply about awareness. And one of my teachers, one of my gurus, Shamash Aladina, he always talks about whatever is in your awareness is right for you. And when we have that kindful way of thinking about mindfulness, we can't get it wrong. And it really is a practice. And it's not about the moments. And again, this is a misconception. It's not about the moments that we are always in the present moment and we have a clear mind. It's actually that practice of bringing our attention back to the present moment that creates all those incredible benefits for the brain. So it's not about us, sitting there, oh, why can't I have a clear mind? Why can't I sit there and just feel peaceful and not have negative thoughts? It's not about that. It's those moments we're bringing our attention back. And trust me, for me, sometimes this could even be 1,000 times, I feel, some days where I'm having to bring my attention back. I have days when my mind is busier than others, and that's okay. That's completely normal. It doesn't mean you're doing it wrong. And it doesn't mean that you're not doing it. You're absolutely doing it. What's in your awareness is right for you, okay? So this is why that non-judgment comes in. And I've taught many mindfulness courses. I've taught mindfulness across the whole of the UK when I was in my corporate role. And 99% of the time, the people that said they couldn't meditate and that they couldn't practice mindfulness were bringing some kind of judgments in. So judgments for themselves. I can't do it, I'm doing it wrong, my mind is too busy, or judgments for others, they can do it, why can't I do it like them? And when we take the judgment away, that's when we become truly mindful, okay? So let's meditate. So I would love for you to bring an open mind to today's practice. We're going to do a mindfulness meditation. And then I'm going to talk about energy alignment afterwards as well, because that's a hugely important part. But I want you to feel it. I want you to really feel it. And I know we did some meditations in Authentically You Live, but we're kind of specifically honing in on meditation and mindfulness today. So get yourself into a comfortable posture. Whatever works for you and is most comfortable. Remember that non-judgment and kindness is so important. So being comfortable. And if you need to move during meditation, then you move and you do what your body needs. There is no right or wrong way here. And I am not the sort of teacher who makes you sit on a cushion and say because if that doesn't work for you, you might love that and great, but if that doesn't work for you, then you're not going to sustain this mindfulness habit and keep it going over time. So get yourself into a comfortable posture, whatever that might be. I'm just going to spray some heart space mist just to bring some of the energy of that in. And I would like to invite you to just start to take some nice deep breaths, breathing in through your nose and breathing out through your mouth. And there's nothing else for you to do right now other than simply focus on your breathing. Focusing on your in-breath and focusing on your out-breath. And your mind may wander off. You may get distracted, and that's completely normal. But each time you notice this happening, just gently guide your attention back to your body, back to your breathing. And I would like to invite you to be curious today and just notice the areas in your body that move as you breathe. Noticing areas of movement and noticing areas of stillness. And there is no right or wrong. Simply just awareness. And remember, it doesn't matter how many times you notice your mind has wandered off. Just gently bringing your attention back. And I would like to invite you to just turn that dial of curiosity up even further today. And notice how your body is feeling. Noticing how your mind is feeling. And doing so without judgment. Letting any thoughts, feelings, emotions be present. And then just gently bringing your attention back to your body again. Back to your body, breathing here in this now moment. And I would like to invite you to just place your hand over your heart center. And just start to breathe in and out of your heart space. And this time, each time your mind wanders off, or you become distracted, gently guiding your attention back to your heart space. And breathing in and out of your heart. And remember, it doesn't matter how many times you notice your mind has wandered off, with kindness, just gently guiding your attention back. And I would like you to now dial up that curiosity even further and ask yourself the question, what is it that I need to be kind to myself today? What is it that I need to be kind to myself today? And don't worry if the answer doesn't come, simply asking the question is enough for now. And then just gently bringing your attention back into the room. Just become aware of the weight of your body, the room around you. Wiggling your fingers and toes. And when you are ready, opening your eyes. So in your own time, I would love for you to share with me how that experience of that mindfulness meditation was for you today. Perhaps you've done some mindfulness already. Perhaps you already meditate, or that might be new for you, but I would love to hear your experiences of that today and what you noticed. Just checking to see if there are any comments on YouTube. Mimi says it's very peaceful. Interesting to use the curiosity in that way. Yeah, so when we use, what we can do is really, there's actually some neuroscience that shows as well about this, that we can't have curiosity and anxiety at the same time, like the brain centers don't fire together. So I always use curiosity in my meditations, or if I'm feeling anxious. I remember, like, I was talking at a conference once and I started to feel really anxious, and I looked at the curtains and I was like, oh, they're fascinating curtains. I wonder what material they're made of. So even though I wasn't really fascinated by the curtains, I sort of like tricked my brain into feeling curious, and it takes away the anxiety. So there's a little tip for you. But it's also really important for energy alignment, this curiosity. So I'm going to talk a bit about that. So Christine, yay, Christine, woo! Christine has been using my meditations every morning for a couple of weeks, and in a stressful time, you'll find yourself calmer. I'm so pleased, Christine. Well done, you. Keep up the great work. Mimi says, mind the cat. Yeah, mind the cat, my cat. Brilliant. Okay. So, Vicky, curiosity, yeah, really interesting. Yeah, Yeah, see, I am the brain geek. I am the brain geek. Justine, so you've already done a body scan today, but that helped you continue that level of calm and awareness of how your mind tends to wander to future, and this helped bring you back to the present. Amazing. Because, right, everything in the present moment is okay, right? Everything is okay in the present moment. And I wrote a post about energy bags the other day, and this is kind of how I see these energy bags as well. Like, we've got these almost like carrying these bags of the past and the future. And I sometimes do this in meditations as well. I imagine putting the bags down, and releasing like that burden of the past and the future, just to bring us into the present moment. So Christine, you also used Healy in the group with frequencies for anxiety. Yes, amazing, you did. That was incredible. Yeah, so Healy's fantastic. And how fantastic to use Healy and meditation together, Christine. I think that would be really powerful. So how does meditation and mindfulness help us with energy alignment? Right, I'm just checking that there's just checking if there's any comments on, okay, I think we're all good. There's no comments on YouTube. Okay, fab. So how does it help us with energy alignment? So this has been a massive tool for me. So because I start my day with mindfulness meditation, what it enables me to do, and those who've done my mindfulness course or who are in my mindfulness course at the moment, I know some of you here are, it enables me to go, okay, what's going on for me? And start to feel those early warning signs of anxiety. So when I start to shift into that balance and I know my energy is getting out of alignment, what mindfulness helps me to do is to catch it sooner. So what used to happen is I didn't catch it. I didn't realize my energy was out of alignment. I was doing all the things. And it would be 3 days down the line, I'd be drained, I'd be tired, I'd likely have some kind of physical illness going on, because I hadn't noticed that first niggle. And what mindfulness can help us to do is to notice when we start to be out of alignment. So because we're building awareness, and because mindfulness in particular is not just about relaxation, it's about awareness, because we are building that awareness, we can go, right, okay, I can now feel this niggle coming in. I can start to feel I'm going out of alignment. What is it that I need? I can start to feel this stress and anxiety coming in. What is it that I need? And take action. So we don't just sit there, again, we don't just sit there on that cushion saying, oh, I'm doing nothing about it. You know, that is not, I heard someone talk about this the other day, sitting on a cushion and meditating is not enlightenment. But what is enlightenment is using these tools and then applying them. So we might become aware that we need to set a boundary. We might become aware that we need to do something for ourselves. I know I sometimes become increasingly aware that my neck is quite tight and I need a massage, or to go lay on my Shakti mat. You know, we can become aware of these things, and we're able to work on them sooner before they become the big things. Okay, so this is how it helps us to get into energy alignment. Vicky, energy bags, brahmakyara, hopefully I'm saying this right, brahmakyara in yoga. Love that. Oh, I love that. Thank you for sharing that insight. That's a new word I've learned today. Let me know if I'm pronouncing that right. So yeah, so what we can do day by day is to check in, but also in particular, so when I was on a retreat and I was delivering a workshop on Sunday, a retreat this weekend, what I did was I took the group through one of my smiling meditations, which is like part of the mindfulness, the kindfulness and the positive psychology. So in particular, if we're coming into our heart centers and we're bringing some kind of love and kindfulness into the meditation, that supercharges it even more. And what we then do is we raise our vibration, and from a quantum physics point of view, we connect into the quantum field. So this is how mindfulness, and in particular that heart-centered meditation, as I shared, when I did that heart-centered meditation with 4,000 other people across the globe, this is how we shifted the heartbeat of the planet. This is how we shifted the Schumann resonance, because When we go into our hearts and when we raise our vibration, we connect into that quantum field. So we're connecting into that quantum field, we're connecting to each other energetically, and we're all raising that vibration together, which is sending out a pulse, it's sending out a frequency, it's sending out an intention. So in that space, so I will sometimes combine some of my habits in the morning, and I will combine mindfulness with some positive psychology, with some journaling, with some law of attraction. And when we're in that space, we can manifest in that space as well, because we're sending those intentions out into the field. Okay, so that's why it works on that kind of scientific level. That's why it works. On the energetic level, that's why it works, and it's getting us into that alignment. And we can, of course, use that throughout the day as well, because if we've built that habit and we've got those mindful roots in place, then throughout the day, we can respond to our environment in such a different way. And in particular, as highly sensitives, this is so important to go, oh, hang on, I'm being a little bit overstimulated right now. What is it that I need? What do I need to do? So we're catching it sooner before we're in full meltdown, overwhelm, physical issues, okay? And this can help us to align energetically. Through building our awareness, we're also developing our psychic skills and our spiritual skills, because when we build our awareness through mindfulness, we build our awareness in all aspects of our lives. So we can become much more attuned to connecting to spirit, to connecting to our higher selves, and really hearing and feeling those messages. And that can help us get into alignment. And this is what I'm super passionate about. And this is what we're going deep into in the Quantum Alignment program as well, is that connection with your higher self. You do not need all of these teachers and gurus and beings, or whatever it is that you are connecting to. You just need you, and your higher self knows the way. So what I'm doing in Quantum Alignment is I'm holding that space for you. Yes, I'm going to teach you some energy clearing techniques. Yes, we're going to go deep into mindfulness and positive psychology, but I'm going to hold massive space for you to shift and grow. And that is so important. And I can't emphasize that enough. Like, you don't need to be connecting with anyone else other than source and your higher self and spirit, if you wish, and if you have those trusted spirit guides, because everything is within you. And when you use techniques like mindfulness, like meditation, and you get those grounded roots in place, everything else flourishes. And I'm going to talk about sex, because I think this is really important as well. It's even been shown, there's a study that has even shown that when we practice regular mindfulness, 8-week mindfulness improves sexual satisfaction as well. So mindfulness can help us in so many aspects of our lives. It can help us to align, and obviously sex can help us in energy alignment as well, because sex can be incredibly healing. And sexual energy, Kundalini energy, it's all connected. So wanted to mention that as well. Okay, Mimi, you haven't used your Shakti mat yet. It looks a bit scary. It does look a bit scary. The first time I saw it, I was like, I'm not sure, but honestly, Mimi, it is life-changing. It has helped me when there's times when I've really needed a massage and I haven't been able to get a massage. Because what happens is those little, for anyone that hasn't seen a Shakti mat, it's got like little, almost like little prickles. And what they do is they just gently, sort of like acupressure really, they just gently press in and increase blood flow in your neck and your back when you lay on it. And it really does help. It really works. I find my neck sort of clicks when I'm on it as well. It just really kind of helps to loosen and free it up. And because it's increasing blood flow as well, that blood flow is going to the different areas of the body, and it really helps. So really recommend a Shakti mat. I didn't expect to talk about that today, but that did come up for me this morning in meditation. I went and laid on that this morning. So this is how we can get into energy alignment, by using meditation and mindfulness. So firstly, those tree roots, it is that kind of grounded, whether that's the way we start our day or having those habits in place, and not forgetting that we're humans with brains. This is a huge thing for me. It's like we've seemed to have forgotten that we're all humans with brains, and why would we not optimize that human experience to be the best it can be, so that we can develop personally and spiritually from that place. Why would we not? Like, why would we not optimize our lives and live the best lives possible, be the best versions of ourselves possible? And this is what it's all about. So having those grounded roots in place, building that awareness through regular mindfulness practice, and being able to then use that awareness to get us into alignment. And as I shared on Authentically You Live as well, it's almost like we're like a train on a track, and things can push us off the track. I think someone shared in Authentically You Live that they derailed quite a few carriages, but it's putting us back onto that track and back into that alignment. And that alignment for us is our most authentic selves. It is not anyone else's rules, anyone else's strategies, anyone else's or some guru's way of being. Okay, that is our most authentic self, and what we need on an authentic level, what you need on that authentic level. So by building that mindful awareness, we can understand firstly what that authentic level is. What do I need? What do I need? What do I want? Like, what do I want for my life? Like, what are my dreams and desires and goals that are authentic to me? Through mindfulness, we can kind of clear away some of the voices of others and the conditioning of others, and just come back to ourselves and what it is that we really need, so that we can build up from that space. So this is how it helps us to get into alignment. So I'm going to open up to questions at this point in time. If you're watching on replay and you want to pop questions, please pop them in. If you are on Zoom, you are welcome to type in the chat or unmute and speak. And and Mimi's just had a go on her Shakti mat. Go, Mimi. You don't know what you're so afraid of. It does look scary, doesn't it? But yeah, it is. It does really help. So yeah, any questions, pop them in comments. Or if you are on Zoom and you would like to speak, you are very welcome to. Thank you so much to everyone for coming along on all the new technology today. It's very exciting. I'm just going to check YouTube as well to see if we have any questions on there. Don't think we do yet. And as I said, if you're watching the replay and you have any questions, I will come back to them. Okay, so while I am waiting for questions to come through, I just want to mention that quantum alignment early bird closes on Monday. So if you'd like to get in the early bird investment, that will close on Monday, which I think is just 3 more days from today. Yeah, 3 more days, couldn't remember what day it was. And quantum alignment is the new program that I've downloaded with this 2022 cosmic energy. We're going to go deep into the habits of mindfulness and positive psychology to really build up from that space. I'm going to teach you my trees model, but from a perspective of being able to teach it, because this is something I was hearing from you, was that you wanted to use the trees model with your clients. So I'm going to teach you so that you're able to teach my trees model and use it with your clients. We're going to go into energy clearing. I'm going to teach you how to clear energy. And we're going to go into the quantum realm. So one of the modules is actually called your supernatural self. And because we're going to set these roots in place and we're going to clear energy, we're going to go deep into shadow work, we're going to go into the quantum. Okay. So we're kind of building up from this stage, and we're going to go in heart coherence, go into the quantum, and manifest and shift, and maybe even see if we can impact on the Schumann resonance. So I'd love to have you there. As I said, early bird closes Monday, and there is also 1 spot available left on VIP if you want to do the VIP option, and you can work with me one-to-one on that option, and receive Voxer support from me from my time in your program. Time in the program, and also just as standard, you get access to my membership for your time in that program as well, so you can come along to the membership where we do training and energy healing every month. So thank you so much. Christine says, sounds amazing. It is amazing. I am so excited, Christine, for this experience. I always get so much out of these group experiences as well. Like, there's so much insight and wisdom from everyone who's there, and the way the groups support each other. So yeah, super excited. And doing coaching on this level, for me, like, I love doing coaching. It is one of my absolute favorite things to do. So yeah, I cannot wait. So let me just check YouTube to see if there are any questions. I don't believe there are. And thank you so much, everyone, for joining me. Any questions, let me know. And yeah, thanks for embracing the new technology. It all worked effectively. And have a great rest of your day. Have a great mindful rest of your day, I should say. Okay. Thanks, everyone. Lots of love. Bye.